weary travellers, and welcome back to the Library of Legend. I am, of course, Jack Tar Lad, and this is Read and Roll, the show we bring on an unsuspecting guest to play through a fighting fantasy choose your own adventure game book. Last time was Enigma. That was back in was it December? Yeah, it must have been like the last couple of weeks before Christmas, I think it was. Much to his own chagrin, he was playing the Caverns of the Snow Witch, and unfortunately he was not able to make it through. But he had a good game. This week's guest is someone who I didn't realise we haven't had on for 7 months. I can't believe it's been so long. You know who she is if you've followed our little groups. She has her own channel where she has, what's it called? Goat's Notes. She does some game streams, Slice and Dice on a Monday night, I believe it is. Yeah, you should check her out. I'm going to bring her straight in. You all know her. You all love her. It's our favourite anthropomorphic goat, the Eclectic Goat. How you doing?
Good evening. And of course,
Happy New Year.
We have rescheduled this 3 times now.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes, things have gotten in the way.
Well, you know, you want an unsuspecting guest, and there's no way I'm going to remember what I was doing 7 months ago. So I get to be an unsuspecting guest twice.
Well, I'm going to remind you anyway, because you are continuing your story, your journey through the Forest of Doom. Do you not remember anything about where you left off?
Nothing. I remember nothing.
Okay, so the Forest of Doom, of course,
Except Rick.
is that
I remember Rick stabbing me. This is the sum total of my knowledge. And I do remember you saying that I rolled pretty much worse than, you know, anyone at that point in time.
You had let me just have a quick look, because I can see them in the background here. You haven't got incredible stats, but they're not terrible.
But I think I then proceeded to roll like incredibly high stats for every monster I ran into.
You did do pretty well against the monsters, and of course, where you left off last time, you had a very lucky roll. So we'll get into it shortly. Where am I?
I assume somewhere in Europe.
No, that's not what I meant. Have I got the right one? No, that's not the right one.
I'm in a mood. There will be, you know, tremendously terrible jokes throughout the entire time.
Don't forget, boys and girls, if you wouldn't mind doing all the things and the stuff, subscribe, like button, you know, click the notification, go over to Rumble, because we're broadcasting over there as well. It would be nice to have some unique chatters over there. Give us a follow if you've never seen the show before. It's my Read and Roll channel over on Rumble. If anyone wants to pop the, because I've got several mods in the chat now, so if anyone wants to put the Rumble link in there whilst I'm doing all the production from this side, that would be great. I'd be very grateful. But yeah, get a thumb, stick it right up on in there, make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But yeah, we're gonna get straight over to it. I'm gonna go over to the game scene. There we go. Just switch it all up. So yes, you're part way through your journey, Goat. You're on page or paragraph 244. And where you left off was you had gotten bitten by a werewolf. You're going through the Forest of Doom, as it's known. You went to Nostromo's tower to get a whole bunch of good stuff, some good wares, and you were traveling through the forest because you've got to find the fabled Hammer of Stonebridge, and you've got to take it back to the Dwarves of Stonebridge, but it's in 2 parts. You've got to find both parts of the hammer. So Nostromo told you. Oh,
I
yes,
assume
no,
I
it's
have not
Yastromo.
I
Pardon?
assume I have not successfully found either of them yet.
You have not found either of them yet. But what you did in the last episode that you played was that you were bitten by a werewolf. You lost a few stamina points. You had to do a luck roll. Oh, that was it as well. It asked if you had any belladonna, which you didn't, which meant that you had to do the luck roll, and you were lucky. And so on this page here, 244, it says the effects of the fever finally wear off and you gradually fall asleep again. And in the morning, you collect your belongings and head north along the path to the hills. So we'll be turning to 198 shortly. But let's just take a quick look at your...
Ever.
Pardon?
That is the fastest fever ever.
I know, right? Well, it was the lycanthropy sort of effect on your body.
If all my illnesses could be lycanthropy based, that would be great.
Well, you've only just gotten over an illness, so don't wish yourself any further illness right now. But yes, we've got the Forest of Doom. There's the cover, if you remember. Lovely.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Let's take a look at your adventure sheet. There it is. Now, things have slightly changed since you were last on. I've cheapened the adventurers bonuses. So if you look in the description of the stream, and I can also describe them to you as we go along. But the adventurers bonuses can be bought with money in the adventurers pot, and currently brought forward from several other people who have been before you. You currently have 24 dibdobs, I guess we could call them. What did I start calling them? Gems, jewels, rubies? I don't know. I haven't decided on a good name for them yet.
I'm just going to refer to it as the pity fuck pot.
The pity fuck pot. It's a good name. I like it. I like where you're going with it. But nevertheless, yes, you have 24 to spend. So let's just take a look at what you could buy with that currently. Where is it? So £1 gives 1 provision or 2 gold. Or not pound, rubies. There we go. £2 could give a random potion with a 1 in 6 chance of a luck potion. £3 gives a 1 potion of choice, but it's still, you've got to roll 6 on a d6 for the potion, otherwise it's too OP. £4 is the Adventurer's Care Package, and the Adventurer's Care Package consists of 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or 1 potion of...
My volume skipped there for a second. What did you say about rolling a d6 for a lotion? What? Put the lotion in the
basket? it rolls the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. No, so when it's a random potion, you have to roll for it, basically. So it will be... you roll a 1 or a 2 and you get a skill potion. You roll a... What? No, what was it now? Roll 1d6 and you have to roll 1 to 2 for skill, 3 to 5 for stamina, or 6 if you get... then it's a luck potion. However, if you spend 3, you can have a potion of choice, which means you get to choose either the skill, the stamina, or luck potion. However, you still have to roll a 6 for the luck potion if you choose to get it, basically.
Oh wait, what happens if you don't roll the 6?
Pardon?
What happens if you don't roll the 6?
You don't get the luck potion, and you have to choose one of either the skill or the stamina. Otherwise, it makes it too OP, because the luck potion increases your initial stat by 1, your initial luck stat. Currently, you're at an initial luck stat of 11, which is quite high. but it will never ever really go that high. Sorry, it will never go higher than that if you gain luck through the natural progression of the city, basically. But the luck potion, it actually gives you one more initial luck. So anyway, yeah, the Adventurer's Care package as well is 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or you can get 1 potion and either 4 gold or 2 provisions. £5 will return all of your stats to their initial values, or it could return a lifeline, or it could grant you a reroll. So you've got a choice there. You can spend 5 of the adventurer's pot on any one of those things.
What is the lifeline?
Pardon?
What is a lifeline?
It's your things there on the adventurer sheet on the right hand side under the monster encounters. You've got one that's already crossed out because you asked the audience last time what they would do in that situation. So your 3 lifelines are ask the audience, phone a friend, and backtrack. Ask the audience. I'll put a poll in the chat.
The initials are. Got it.
Yeah. I'll put a poll in the chat for Ask the Audience, and we'll see what they say. You don't have to go with what they say, but, you know, sometimes they're good at, you know, giving advice. Phone a friend. You get to choose one person from the chat and ask their opinion. And backtrack. I am making a log of all of the paragraphs that you've been to. And basically, if you don't like a decision that you've made and you want to go back to the previous paragraph and choose again, you can use your backtrack. So if you want to spend 5...
I'd like to choose a different adventure.
No, you can't do that.
You just said I could change. I can change a decision I made.
Oh no, we're too far into it now. You're on paragraph 244. Okay, that's where you are right now. So from this point onwards, I'm going to be tracking your movements, and so from this point onwards, if you want to go back, then you can do. You could also.
Adam says somebody needs to activate your shock collar.
Yeah. Where's Hassan Piker when you need him? Hassan Piker, I'm coming for you.
Crimson Shadow made a donation on Rumble.
Oh, did he indeed? Well, we'll see shortly. We'll get into all that shortly. Let me just finish up with what you could currently buy with as much money as you've got. So you've got 24. So the most expensive thing that you could afford at the moment is the 15 rubies insta-kill spell. So if you spend 15 out of those 24 rubies, you can buy an insta-kill spell, and it allows the adventurer to instantly kill any enemy when you enter into battle. Okay?
But the luck potion is too overpowered.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, £15, you know, a £15 donation from the chat could grant you an insta-kill spell. So
I choked to death.
That's okay. You can die on stream. Just do it quietly, if you don't mind.
I mean, I think if I did it loudly, it would get you an awful lot of views.
Maybe it would. But anyway, so yes, in your inventory as well, currently...
I could go viral.
I could go viral. Probably not, though. Enough people watching. Anyway, in your equipment, your inventory at the moment, you have a sword, your backpack to keep everything in. You've got 7 provisions, and provisions are meals, of course. You've got 7 of those left. Each provision gives you 4 stamina points back. So you're currently a current stamina of 17, so you're 1 away from your initial stamina. You ate a provision now, you would be wasting 3 stamina points, basically. You also have in your possession a potion of stamina, so that will restore your stamina back to its initial value, which is 18. You have 21 gold to spend in the book. So if you need to buy anything from Nostromo or give it to one of the characters, you've got 21 of those gold. Don't get them mixed up with the adventurer's pot, which is to buy your adventurer's bonuses with. The gold is to be used within the book, within the story itself. You also bought many things from Nostromo, which is the potion of plant control, potion of insect control, the anti-poison, holy water, a potion of water finding, fire captures, nose filters, a net of entanglement, and you have a ring of light as well. Right then, so with that in mind, we're going to say hello to the chat, because there's quite a few of them here. Don't forget, boys and girls, if you do want to make any donations, you can either do it through Rumble, of course, just as Crimson Shadow has already, or you can go to the Stream Elements or the Ko-Fi link, which is the pinned comments in both of the chats. And with that, I guess we will say hello to the chat. Can you guess, Goat, who the first person in the chat is?
I'm going to go with Legatus.
Of course it is. It's always our Legatus. Welcome, Legatus Lee Jonas. It's good to see you back here, mate. Thank you for joining us. And next up, we have our boy, Atom Gray. Previously been on the show as well himself. Got to get him back because he's halfway through an adventure of his own. So welcome to the channel. And we've got Wendy here as well. It's good to see you. And I am still very disillusioned, Wendy. I am heartbroken to have found out that you're married. Even still, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get over that, I'm afraid.
I haven't met Wendy, so hi, Wendy.
Yes, Wendy. And we've also got Atom Gray on his B-roll stage channel over on Rumble there, and he's saying like and repost. And yes, all of the reposts and likes and follows, they're all very greatly appreciated, so thank you very much for doing that. And we've got our Crimson Shadow here. Shadow is back. What's the crack, read and rollers? It's good to have you all back. It's good. I'm a little bit out of sorts, quite frankly, because I feel like I'm a bit out of practice because I've not done this for weeks. So
how do you think I feel?
Yeah, it's going to be 7 months. Good Lord. I had no idea it was so long ago. I can't believe it's so long ago. Anyway, good to see you, Crimson. It's a fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
Yeah, we've had Abe win twice since you've been on.
I mean, it's Abe and it's rigged.
Atom Gray seems to agree with you there. And there he is. There's our boy.
I mean, is it a coincidence? Abe has a show with you. He wins every freaking show he comes when he's on here. I mean, come on. We all know.
Well, no, he's won twice. He's not even the first person to have won a match, basically. I think that was Hanayama-san.
Well, yeah, but we're pretty sure that's rigged too.
Yeah. Any game that I play, they always say it's rigged anyway. But there's our boy.
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I think you rig it for Abe. I think Hamayana-san figured out a way to rig it for himself.
Oh, I see. You reckon he cheated, do you?
I think he, magically plucked the answers out of thin air or something like that.
Yeah, he must have done.
He didn't just win, didn't he? Didn't he have a clean run the whole?
Pretty much.
The whole thing in one shot.
He one-shotted it. Yeah, he got it completed in 3 hours, basically.
Yeah.
So some people say that he cheated. I have no proof of that, so I'm not going to say it.
Either that,
but
or
yes,
he has all the good luck I don't have.
Well, hopefully you'll have all the luck today. But welcome to the show, Abe. Good to see you, my friend. And we've got Davey Verse here as well. Hello, Jack and Goat and Jack. And best of all, they don't pay council tax. That's right. I don't pay council tax.
I don't even know what a council tax is.
So we have a local authority tax, basically, and it's to go towards local infrastructure and services.
Oh, in which case, yes, I do absolutely pay council tax. We just have a different name for it.
Yeah.
My council tax has in fact doubled this year.
Yeah, ours has gone up as well considerably because of our new government. Anyway, it's good to see you anyway, Davey Verse. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to all of you. It's the start of the year 2026. Plus, we get to annoy Rick. Yes, we do. There we go. Davey Verse has dropped the Rumble link for this show today. Thank you very much, Davey Verse, for doing that. I'm just going to skip through a few people. We've got Uncle Martin over there on the Rumble side as well. If you want to go over there and say hello with him, and please do that right now if you don't mind. And welcome to you, Uncle Martin. And we've got Steve. It's Steve. Welcome, mate. Good to see you, buddy. And Professor Savage Dad. What's this? Jamie save your... I don't understand what that's saying. Save your my only hope. Are you using that crap text-to-speech function again, Prof? You need to get rid of that. You need to actually use your fingers and your thumbs. But anyway, welcome to the show, mate.
Jack prefers it when you use your fingers.
Pardon?
Jack prefers it when you use your fingers.
It's a Razorhead. Speaking of using your fingers, it's a Razorhead. Welcome, my friend. It's a pleasure to see you. Is it anything? Is this anything like Dara's Hat of Doom? Kind of. It has the word Doom. I guess that's as much of a comparison as I can make to it.
There'll be lots of dooming.
Yes. And we've got Tim Hayes here. Welcome, Tim. Haven't seen you in quite some time. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. And there it is, the $20 Dibdobs. A gift from Shadow Jackalus. Yes, Crimson Shadow, thank you so much for the donations. How much does $20 Dibdobs convert to nowadays in today's money? Let's have a quick look. Sterling to USD. Excuse me. So 20 would be £14. So we'll round it up to 15.
I was going to say, I assumed that was about £15. That was my guess.
So you have actually got £39 or 39 rubies to spend at the moment. Your chances have improved considerably.
All I have to do is insta-kill every monster between here and there, and I'll be great.
Well, it's funny because 30 rubies gives an extra life, or it could increase all of your initial stats by 1. So the extra life, obviously, does exactly what it says on the tin. If you lose a battle, if you die in battle, you can use your extra life and it'll just spawn you right back into the battle where you were with all the same stats that you had. And all the same things in your inventory. Nothing will have changed. You will just restart from where you were when you died. Or you could increase all of your initial stats by +1. So, and that's all of them. So it will go up to 9 skill, 19 stamina, and 12 luck if you was to buy that. And of course, if you do want to make a donation and you want to buy something in particular for our adventurer today, then you've got to make it known in your message what it is that you want to buy. Otherwise, it'll just go into the adventurer's pot, just like Crimson Shadow's donation did there. Right, so where were we? Let's have a quick look. Who else we got? We've got a few more people to get through. Just trying to scan through very, very quickly.
Tim asked who the goat lady was. Hi, Tim. I'm the Eclectic Goat. Nice to meet you.
Yes, go and meet the Eclectic Goat, lover of classics and whiskey notes.
I'm so impressed. I probably don't even remember that. And I wrote it.
You did. I am lonely. So lonely. I've got nobody to call my own. Tim's asking, Abe went twice. Okay, I thought you were talking about the weather as in wind. It's very windy outside my house right now. It's snowed 5 inches outside of my house over the last 3 hours, so I feel you, buddy. Hi, Mrs. Eclectic Goat. I'm still sorry I ruined your dream, Jack. But so beat it. No, so be it. I'm afraid. I think that's what she meant to say. Just skipping through. Oh yes, it was House of Hell, Abe. I remember it clearly. Yes. That was the second one-shotter. Yeah. Anyway, I think we got through the chat there, so I think we should start by getting into your adventure. Are you ready, Goat?
I've stalled as long as I can.
So yes, you were besotted by the I say besotted, you were you'd got the lycanthropy spell put on you by the werewolf that you encountered. You fell into a deep fever, you rolled for luck, you were lucky, and you're now on this paragraph here, and so the effects of the fever have finally worn off and you gradually fall asleep again, and in the morning you collect your belongings and you head off north along the path to the hills. So without further ado, let us turn to 198 and see what else this book has in store for you. Here we go. So, the ground is quite steep as the path wends its way into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around in the distance, you see the dark green circle of Darkwood Forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grasses behind you, but ahead you see a valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet, and as you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. You may either continue north down the hill or head east along the new branch. So your first decision of today's stream, where would you like to go? Would you like to continue north down the hill or head east along a new branch?
I'll go north because I have no sense of direction whatsoever. We might as well just keep going straight.
That's right. That's one of the problems, isn't it? Because you've split the adventure over the 2 episodes. You don't know where you're going now. The thing is, did you not start making a map the last time you were on? No. Okay. You might want to do that.
I mean, it's kind of late now for that, isn't it?
Kind of, but you could try and get your bearings from here. Anyway, let's go north as you said. The path runs through a narrow gorge between 2 hills. You feel vulnerable and you draw your sword expecting to be ambushed at any moment. Unfortunately, because you are concentrating on watching the sides of the gorge, you don't see a small patch of leaves and branches on the path ahead. Your foot goes right through the thin covering of a bear trap, and you plunge 4 meters to the bottom of a rocky pit. To add to your misfortune, a wooden stake with a sharp tip points out of the center of the pit. Test your luck. If you're lucky, You manage to avoid landing on the wooden stake, but fall heavily to the floor. Lose 2 stamina points and turn to 319 if you're still alive. If you are unlucky, the point of the stake pierces your leg and as you land, and you lose 2 stamina points for the fall and a further 2 stamina points for the injury to your leg. If you are still alive, turn to 319. So let's just take a look at your adventure sheet again.
I mean, is anyone surprised?
Well, I mean, use your backtrack. First of all, we could go back to the previous paragraph if you don't like what you see here. And you can choose to go east. Or we can roll for your luck here. Now, the issue with that is that you're in a bit of a precarious state with your current luck.
Six or lower, right?
Well, yeah, it's 6 or lower. So you're like in the midway point. You know what I mean? It's like. However, you could try to roll for a potion. You could buy a potion of choice and see if you're lucky in getting a luck potion by rolling a 6. However, there is another option, of course. You could, where is it? Spend 5 of those rubies, and that will return all of your stats to their initial values.
Or I could just die as gorily as possible.
You could do. So, what do you think you might like to do? Would you like to buy, would you...
It's 2d6 on the luck, roll, right?
Yes, so it's 6 or below on 2d6 if you want to try a luck roll. She's going for it, and unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. You have been unlucky. Now, what I will say to you is, if you wanted to spend 5 of those rubies that you have there in the adventurer's pot, you could buy yourself a re-roll.
Yeah, those are somebody else's rubies.
No, they're yours. They're yours to spend.
They were somebody else's. I just happened to pick them up when it came along.
That's right. Yes, that's the whole purpose of them. Someone paid it forward. In fact, it was Enigma who paid them forward. The chat was so gracious as to send in the donations, so rather than let them go to waste, they've been paid forward to you, so you're free to spend them as much as you like. And of course, Crimson specifically sent you £15 worth of donation, so yeah, they're yours to spend.
Did I use the potion that I bought at the beginning of the game?
Let's have a look. It's the potion of stamina you've got. So you don't have a potion of luck. But you could... Well, since you've already gone for the luck roll now, I would suggest trying a re-roll, or just accept your fate and you were unlucky.
Well, I was going to say, I can accept that I was unlucky, take the 4 stamina points, and then drink the potion of stamina, right?
You could.
What is the potion? I forget. The potion of stamina returns how many?
All of it. All the way up to its initial values.
Oh, so in that case, I should wait until I'm slightly lower.
Yeah, perhaps. You've also got your provisions as well, which restore 4 each provision.
Okay.
So are you accepting your fate?
I will accept my fate.
Okay, so here we go then. We will turn to 319 shortly, but it's the 4 stamina points, isn't it? So you've now got 13 left.
I'm a big believer in accepting what the universe throws at me.
Okie dokie. Oh, and you did test your luck as well, and so every time you test your luck, we reduce it by 1. So now you have a current luck of 5.
Which, despite my best intentions to not use my luck, I have been forced into it multiple times.
Well, here we go then. So that was your decision. You're living with it. Let's turn to 319. Do you possess the boots of leaping? Let's have a quick look again. I don't think you do.
Does not sound familiar.
No boots of leaping. So that's a no. Let's turn to 14.
The bear falls in next to you and eats you.
But not only that, it's taken quite an interest in you romantically.
Between your Freudian slip about the werewolf and then the bear thing, I'm beginning to think you're reading like way too many of those spicy, what do they call them? Romanticises?
Yeah, the smut books.
Yeah, the
modern smut books.
The ruination of fantasy literature.
Yeah. How to milk your centaur. Anyway, the pit is circular with smooth sides and you are too weak from your fall to climb out. You call for help, but nobody comes to your aid. You sit down and ponder your fate. After about an hour, you hear a noise overhead. You look up to see a bearded face of a stocky man wearing a fur hat. He looks annoyed. He is a fur trapper and you've ruined his trap. He shouts down to you that if you expect him to throw you a rope down to rescue you, it's going to cost you 3 gold pieces. Failing that, he will take any magical item you care to give him from your backpack. After you agree to pay off the angry fur trapper, he throws down a rope to you and you climb out the pit. You hand over the fee, crossing it off your equipment list, and you glare at the unfriendly fur trapper before setting off north again down the gorge. Would you like to give him 3 gold out of the 21 that you have, or would you like to give him a magical item?
I'll give him the gold. I mean, so far all my magic items have turned out useless, but...
Very well. You've got 18 gold left. And so he's thrown down the rope to you, and we will go to 255.
I suppose it didn't occur to him that, putting a bear trap in the middle of a traveler's path was not a great idea.
Yeah. But then it wouldn't be such a good book, would it? Anyway, continuing down the gorge, you see the handle of a sword sticking out from a large rock by the side of the path. If you wish to try and pull the sword free from this rock, turn to 182. If you would wish to continue walking down the gorge, turn to 334. So, do you want to pull the sword from the rock, or just carry on?
I have become quite convinced that the trick to these adventures is to not do what any rational person would do. So I'm just going to keep walking.
Well, sometimes you will go down, sort of like a red herring route, and then sometimes you may have to defeat a monster or do a task in order to get the thing that you want to. But I'm going to take you at your first answer there, and so you're going to continue down the gorge, turning to 334. Between the hills, you see that the flat green valley floor stretching ahead and beyond a sinister wall of trees, Darkwood Forest. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. Arriving on the valley floor, the path ends at a junction. If you want to head west, turn to 113. If you would want to head, turn to 51.
I was heading north, right?
Yes.
So west would be left and east would be right, basically. I'll go west.
Okay. The path makes a sudden turn to the right and heads north again across the valley floor. To the left of the path, you see a large pond with a small wooden hut with a thatched roof by its edge. If you want to investigate the hut, turn to 3-4. If you would wish to ignore the hut and carry on north, then turn to 4-9.
So any rational human being would investigate the hut, so I will ignore it.
Okie dokie. As you walk across the valley, you see the dark green wall of Darkwood Forest looming up before you. path leads directly into the thick undergrowth, and soon you are walking between tall, dark trees and thorny bushes. It's dark and quiet, and the path forks. If you wish to walk east, turn to 130. If you would rather continue north, turn to 306.
North.
Well, excuse me. I've got a little bit of a tickle in my throat at the moment, so I may cough from time to time, so I do apologize for that. You're very sure in these decisions that you're making.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure that they're wrong, but that seems to be the way this whole game is designed, so.
So we're going north. Is that
Yes.
what you said? Okay. 306. Amidst the trees, to the left of the path...
The fact that Abe is, like, cry laughing and Eraserhead has already got oh my god going suggests that somebody else has probably done this.
Yes, and what's that in response to? You know, it's hard to write a word that. Yes, that I know what that was about now. Never mind. Just having a quick look. Where is Rick? I don't see him in the chat.
Don't encourage him. I think I did see him once briefly, but
I don't see him anywhere in the chat. Never mind.
I threw him off a bridge.
So, amidst the trees to the left of the path, you see a small stone building covered with ivy and moss. If you wish to examine the building, turn to 391. If you wish to carry on north along the path, turn to 112.
112.
Are you sure?
Poor Jack. He's like, no, you're doing everything the exact opposite of the way you're supposed to do it.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
Okay. The path presses on northwards through the dense trees and then makes a sudden turn to the right and heads east. The path is so overgrown in places that you have to use your sword to cut through it. Your walk east is long and tiring. At last, you reach a junction in the path, and looking at Big Leg's map, which was the dwarf that you encountered at the very beginning of the
Wait a minute,
adventure.
I've been guessing on all these directions and I had a map the whole time?
Kind of. Looking at Big Leg's map, you decide to head north again in the direction of Stonebridge and ignore the narrow path continuing east. The path opens out into...
I knew I'd seen Rick earlier.
Oh, there he is, yeah. I see him now. He's saying, FFS, you're blind, Jack. I did ask how much that instant potion spell cost. It's,
The cost of a bottle of olive oil?
Yeah, which is about £15.
Jesus, olive oil is really expensive there.
Yeah, $15 dib-dobs. Anyway, the path opens out into a... Oh, by the way, welcome, Rick. Good to see you. The path opens out into a small clearing, and to your right you see a pile of branches, grass and pieces of rag, the lair of some large creature perhaps. Amongst the debris and old bones scattered about, you catch sight of something glittering. If you want to look more closely, turn to 57. If you wish to hurry north along the path, turn to 360.
360.
Okie dokie.
There are so many typos in this thing.
Nah, there aren't. I don't see them. I don't know what you're talking about. I edit these. Look, the amount of work that actually goes into producing these Word documents. I've got to use optical character recognition on poorly scanned books from the 80s and 90s, and so I have to go through 400 paragraphs of text manually to make sure that every word and every, link and page number is the right one so that I can put the bookmarks in. And sometimes I might miss a few, spellings or a bit of grammar, that kind of stuff.
It sounds like it's the books from the 80s that are the typos, not your scanning.
Well, it could be your American spelling too, because they're written by British people.
Yeah, mostly the editing. I edit for people from the UK so frequently that Word now just defaults to British English instead of American.
I see.
Actually, I think the bigger issue is that they have changed the rules for comma usage so many times since the 1980s. It's probably correct for then.
Mm-hmm.
It just isn't anymore.
Well, you've got the Oxford comma, which is a little bit of a funny one. And I didn't know about the Oxford comma until I was like in my 30s.
Which is hysterical considering it's an Oxford comma.
Yeah, right.
and yet we use it more frequently than you do.
Yeah. Anyway, look at this bunch of savages here. Walking along the narrow path, you suddenly hear a sharp crack of a twig breaking and the whispering of low voices. You draw your sword and wait anxiously with your back to a large oak tree. Then from behind the trees opposite, you step... Wait, that's not right. Then from behind the trees opposite...
From behind the trees opposite you step 4 men and a woman dressed in green tunics. It's fine.
There's the comma. Thank you. Yes, from behind the trees opposite you step 4 men and a woman dressed in green tunics. Each look menacing and they stand with their swords and axes in their hand. The young woman steps forward and tells you that you are trespassing on their territory and you must pay a levy of 5 objects from your backpack or face the consequences. If you wish to give them what they want, turn to 279. If you would rather spit on the ground in reply and fight them, turn to 104.
279. I got a busted leg and a case of lycanthropy I'm recovering from.
Treat all of the items in your backpack as single objects, including each gold piece. So you could just give them 5 gold pieces. Make the necessary deductions from your equipment list and turn to 246. So here we go. Let's just have a look at what you've got. You've got 18 gold left, so you could just give them the 5 gold and leave you with 13 gold. Or you can give them 5 other objects from your inventory.
I'll give them 3 gold and 2 provisions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I like nice even numbers.
So, well, 15 is not an even number.
It is rounded numbers.
So, you wanted 3 gold and 2 provisions, yeah?
Yep.
Jolly good. There we go.
Tidy numbers. Is that better?
Tidy.
I like tidy.
Nice. Smilex. Every single time with this. Where is it? Kill Jester. Welcome, Smilex. It's good to see ya. Look at that cute little otter there. Isn't Smilex a cute little British otter?
All otters are cute.
All otters are cute. Yes. Wendy's saying
he was cute enough to make it into my intro song, though.
Yes, he was, wasn't he? Atom saying that he's telling Wendy that reading chat is not one of my strong suits. So I'm going to go back through the chat quickly. That's the last thing that I see from Wendy. So, and I did actually read that one. So, I don't know. But yes, Rick Cleary is saying, always kill Jester.
Who's Jester?
So, do you know who Limmy is? Is it like a Scottish comedian? Do you know who
Nope.
he is? Okay. So he did this. He had this sketch show called the Limmy Show, and one of his sketches was it's something like adventure calling or adventure phoning, and it's like a premium rate number that you call in on the TV, and you get to sort of like narrate. It's basically the same as this, but over the phone on the TV, if that makes sense. And they bring in this really annoying jester character for the first time, and the person who's on the phone is like, okay, so what do you want to do next? And he's like, kill Jester. And he's like, are you sure? He's like, yep, kill Jester. He's like, but he's literally just got here and he's gonna help you. He's here to help you. He's like, nope, kill the Jester. I'm like, okay then. Well, you take out your sword and you kill the Jester, and then they have to act it out there on the screen, and then they can't use the Jester for the rest of the adventure.
I mean, that is a similar tone of voice you use every time I make a decision in this game, so.
Yeah, because no offense, but I mean, you've knowing what's happening in the game and where you should be going, you have made some very poor choices so far.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, and I don't know what's happening in the game because it's been 7 fucking months.
Well, yeah, there you go. Jack is Wendy's saying, Jack, B-roll stage and I are chatting about my reaction about ruining your wet dream. Yes. Yeah.
I do have to say, I just swapped the YouTube comments from top comments to all messages, and there have been a lot.
Yeah.
I do not like the fact that it tends to do top comments because I only just realized how many comments I have been missing on my streams.
Exactly. Always change it to the live chat. Always change it to the live chat. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, here we go. So the bandit woman takes the items from you and steps back to let you pass. You head north again and soon notice the trees beginning to thin out on either side of the path. Eventually, the path leads out of the trees into a ploughed field. You are out of Darkwood Forest. Turn to 204. The path leads through the field to a stone bridge over a clear stream. Beyond the bridge are the small cottages and wooden huts of the village. A sign on the bridge reads Stonebridge. You cross the bridge and see 2 old dwarves with long white beards standing by a cottage looking at you. Do you have the hammerhead and handle with the letter G inscribed in it? You don't, so we'll go to 381 instead of 400. You have failed in your quest to help the dwarves. Being unable to face Gillibrand, their king, you decide to head east and find a place to rest after your perilous adventure. Perhaps you may try again. If you do, you must walk around Darkwood Forest and back to Nostromo's tower to purchase more of his magical items. And then we will turn to 98. So it's completely up to you if you would like to start again from the beginning with the stats that you have right now and all of the things that you've collected over the last journey. We can. And you will also get another chance to go to Nostromo's tower with your 15 gold and buy more magical items. Or we can start right from the beginning and re-roll all of your stats. You'll lose everything that's in your inventory, and that will be the end of that.
I will lose all of the things I've already had to give away anyway.
Well, you haven't really had to give much away, but you did make some very poor decisions so far during this stream. So like you You've done
Says the guy who has the cheat sheet in front of him.
kind of, but at the same time, you have committed yourself to doing what no rational person would usually do, and so
Because in the first session, I do remember doing what a rational person would do, and it was wrong every time.
Not really. Not really. But anyway, it's up to you. Yeah, but you may have had to have done that to do what it is that you needed to do and go a certain direction that you need to go. Not all of the paths will take you to where you need to go, but some of the paths may seem like it's a bit tricky. But if you defeat the monster, or if you break down the door, or if you go and investigate the hut, or this and that, you could get something out of it. But you've chose to do none of those things, and so we've come to Stonebridge without the hammer, and now
it's not just this one. I have listened to all the other read and rolls, and all the other read and rolls, every time someone did something that was like a total normal action, they got like killed.
Not every time. It doesn't happen every time. However,
okay, then it's just coincidentally the times I have listened.
It has been coincidence, yeah. However, what would you like to do? Would you like to go to the beginning of Darkwood Forest again and try to purchase more of your Stromo's wares? Or would you like to start the journey all over again with brand new stats and lose everything in your inventory?
I mean, it doesn't sound like there's a huge amount of difference, except that maybe my skill stat won't be quite so shitty.
Yeah. But it's up to you. You've got to make that decision now, though.
I'll use my phone a friend and let the otter decide.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so you've used your lifeline, your phone a friend lifeline. Smilex, you are being summoned, my friend. What would you do? Would you start from the very beginning? Either way, she's going to be starting right from the beginning again. But would you rather start with brand new stats and lose everything in your inventory? Or would you like to keep the stats that are currently there and keep everything that's in your inventory? And because you've got 15 gold, you can buy more things from your Stromo as well. So let us know, Smilex, or let Goat know what you would do. What you saying, mate? He says...
You're asking the otter for a straight answer. Good luck.
Well, now I'm here, and I have played Forest of Doom 30 years ago, so obviously you now have an expert help. So what do you think you would do? Yeah, good. You're asking the otter for a straight answer. Good luck. He's saying, let's stick with the stats and use the gold to purchase hookers and drugs. So
all
that's
right.
his answer.
You heard the man.
Okay, so we're going to try and go back to Nostromo's tower. On your long walk about Darkwood Forest, you are attacked by a large group of wild hillmen. Probably about this. It's probably the same group of people who attacked Big Leg and his party 2 days earlier. Now you have to test your luck. If you're lucky, you manage to slip away and you'll go straight back to paragraph 1. If you're unlucky, you'll die and we'll have to restart the book anyway. But you'll lose everything. So what I would suggest now would be a good time to replenish all of your stats to their initial level.
What are you talking about? I have absolutely nothing to lose because I'm at the beginning of the game no matter what I do.
No, but the point is, if you are lucky, you will return to the beginning of the game with everything you have now. If you're unlucky, you'll die and we'll have to restart it all over again. But in fact, if you choose this, if you're unlucky and you slip and fall as you run, pierced by many arrows, your adventure will end here and we will start a brand new book. Like, we won't go through this book again.
Oh, so like choice really was start this book again or different book.
Now it is. Now you've made this choice.
Oh, no,
now that's what it is. So, pardon?
I said Smilex made it.
Well, nevertheless, my suggestion to you right now is to use some of those 39 rubies that you have there. Get yourself all of your stats back to their initial... Sorry, your current stats back to their initial levels so that you are lucky and you can go back to the beginning of this story with everything that you currently have. Otherwise, when you test your luck, if it's above 5 on 2d6, you'll be unlucky and we will start a brand new book.
I mean, you make it sound like that's a bad thing.
I'm just you up. All I am here for is to give you options. Tell you what your options are.
Hey, but I know this book very well too. Now, I'm going to do the luck, because then if I have to start a new book all over again, at least I will remember what the fuck I'm actually doing.
Well, you say that until we get part way through the book, and then we have to end the stream for another 7 months.
Yeah, but here's the difference. The next time I have to wait 7 months, I'll be smart enough to go back and rewatch the entire stream I was on.
Yeah, that would have been a good start.
So that I remember what the hell I was doing.
So, do you want to replenish any of your stats before you roll for your luck?
Nope. I'm just going to do it.
Okay, then. 2d6, please, and you've got to get 5 or below on 2d6.
Because if I replenish my luck and then roll boxcars, I will feel incredibly guilty for having wasted somebody's donation.
But that's what it's there for.
Wasting people's donations?
Yeah.
Suck it!
You did it! Well done! That's impressive. I am very impressed there. So you have 4 luck now, and we will go right back to the beginning of the story.
Wendy, I think Rick actually summoned the werewolf. I don't think that was like a regular part of the game. I think that was entirely Rick's fault.
Yes. So, right, we're back at Nostromo's tower now. Yeah. So here we go. You're back at
Took me 7 months to walk out. It took me a day and a half to walk back.
Yeah. Well, you did fall in that bear trap.
Well,
so it's not surprising.
Who knows how long I was down with the lycanthrope fever.
Exactly. There you go. So you walk to Nostromo's tower. It takes a little over half a day, or 7 months in this case. Yada, yada, yada. You knock on the door. He says, "Well, who are you?" And demands in a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you're an adventurer in search of the Master Mage Nostromo, intending to purchase magical items from him and combat the creatures of Dark Forest. He's like, "Oh, well, in that case, if you're interested in buying my merchandise, you had better come up. I'm Nostromo." And then he turns and slowly climbs the stone stairs. So will you follow him up the stairs to go and buy his wares, or draw your sword and attack him?
Follow him up the stairs.
Jolly good.
Bear trap
That's
sounds like
that's the
name of a club.
first best decision you've made so far.
Obviously not, because I didn't attack him the first time.
Excuse me, that was my phone going off there. Right,
Bear
so
trap sounds like the name of a club Adam attends.
the bear trap. Right, so here are a bunch of things that you can buy. You've got 15 gold pieces to spend on these things. There's a potion of healing, potion of plant control, potion of stillness, potion of insect control, anti-poison, holy water, ring of light, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, net of entanglement, armband of strength, glove of missile dexterity, rod of water finding, garlic buds, headband of concentration, fire capsules, and nose filters. You currently have...
I bought a ton of those things and used absolutely none of them.
You currently have the plant control, insect control, anti-poison, holy water, potion of water finding, fire capsules, nose filters, net of entanglement, and ring of light. So it probably wouldn't be worth buying those ones again.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. The problem is I don't remember like, other than the werewolf, I really don't remember anything else I ran across, so I don't know what I didn't have before I needed.
Yeah, it's a tough cookie, that one.
Because that really was the only... That was the only advantage to, like, coming back to the beginning of this one, was that if it hadn't been 7 months, I, might remember what I actually ran up against.
Kind of, but also when you first started out on this mission, you bought these things in ignorance anyway. So it's kind of doing the same thing again, except now you already have a whole bunch of them. So I wouldn't buy the ones that you currently have again. And you've only got 15 gold.
Yes, I figured that out. But I don't recall that any of them, other than the rope of climbing, but, hopefully I won't fall in the bear pit a second time.
Yeah, but you could buy the boots of leaping, just in case.
I'm trying to remember. So I have healing, I have plant control. Or do I have healing?
You actually have a potion of stamina, which is not on that list.
Okay, so I have plant control, I have insect control, I have anti-poison, I have holy water, I have ring of light, net of intent. I don't have the armband of strength.
No, you don't.
Or the glove. I do have water finding. I don't have garlic.
No.
I don't have the headband. I do have fire capsules. I do have nose filters.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will take Does it make sense to do the boots and the rope?
It's completely up to you. It's your choice.
I'm thinking out loud.
Oh, my apologies.
I figured it would make for very boring streaming if I just sat here in silence for 10 minutes.
Are you really going to take that long to make these choices? Because we do have an adventure to get to.
15 minutes ago, you were bitching because I was making decisions too quickly.
Oh, but I mean, like sitting there on the inventory screen. This isn't a video game. You see what I mean? It's like we'll have to, pick it up a little bit.
You've never been on any of my game streams, have you?
I've seen them. Very laid back.
It's like 2 hours of me wandering in circles because I can't find where I'm supposed to be going. All right, I'll take the headband of concentration and the garlic buds. I will take the glove of mystical dexterity and the armband. I will take the boots of leaping. And I'll take the rope of climbing. Look,
okay.
Rick, there are certain. I'm pretty thick-skinned on the insults, but that's getting carried away.
Who? What said what? She's turning into the female Paul Hadouken. Yeah, that is a bit of an insult. But quite definitely, Paul was very indecisive. I do agree with you, Atom. So it was headband of concentration, garlic buds, the glove of dexterity. Was that 2?
Rick, I don't think there is a rest. I think I just ended up spending. I think I spent it all.
3, 2, 2. What else she got? Armband of strength. That was another 3. Boots of leaping. Where are they? That's another 2, and the rope of climbing was another 3. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so you've spent all 15 then?
Yep.
Jolly good. So you now have 0 gold. Okie dokie. Well, I guess we better go on with it then.
And then just to make Jack happy, I will refresh all of my stats.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look at this then. So you're going to use your adventurers, you're going to use 5 rubies out of your adventurer's pot and return all of your stats to their initial values, yeah?
Yes. Yep.
Jolly good. There we go. Putting those donations to good use, boys and girls. And if you would like to make another donation, don't forget, pin comment in the chat, or you can go through the Rumble rants as well, which is Crimson Shadow's favourite method of donating. And all of the donated money goes to making the channel better and, buying things like the Rumble Premium and the EV Mux account and all sorts of stuff. In fact, I bought myself a brand new audio mixer with some of the donations as a Christmas present to myself. So thank you very much to all of our wonderful donators. Anyway, get on with it. Right then, it tells you that the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that unfortunately the magic items only work once, but they are the best you can buy for the money. If you decide to buy any of the items, you pay for them, yada yada yada. Yastromo then asks you the reason, and he goes on that big old spiel again. He's talking about the Hammer of Stonebridge. It was separated in 2 pieces because there was these 2 trolls who couldn't, agree on keeping it. They both found it, and then they discovered that it comes apart. So one took the head, one took the handle, and then they parted ways. And so that's what your mission is, basically, to find both of those pieces, and you'll recognize them because they have the letter G inscribed on them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Luckily, I can read about as quickly as you can explain it. So
Exactly. There we go. So let's turn to 11177 and carry on. Outside in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Nostromo's tower into the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides, you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom, and eventually the path forks on either side of a huge old tree. Would you like to go west or east?
west.
I just got to start your tracking again. So you were on 177. Get me teeth back in. So you're going to go west. Here we go. The narrow, overgrown path continues to weave its way through the crowded forest. Strange animal cries echo through the trees. It's not long before you arrive at another junction in the path. So if you would wish to go westwards, turn to 76, and if you wish to go north, turn to 147.
It said getting to the forest was north, right? So 147.
The path heads north into the thick forest. In one of the few clearings between the trees, you can see smoke rising from the chimney of a wooden hut to your right. If you want to look through the window of the hut, turn to 38. If you would wish to keep walking north, turn to 220.
I got yelled at for not looking at a hut last time, but that seems creepy.
I did not yell.
You definitely raised your voice louder than you usually do.
I wanted to. I was screaming in my head, in fact, but nevertheless.
So I have to keep walking or be a creeper, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's a racer head. So Crimson says that I can get help from them because they've already done this.
Well, you could do.
Unless he had an entirely different meaning with they have me covered.
But also, don't give the game away in the chat, guys, because that's the whole point of the lifelines. I don't want you letting her know every turn, like that she's got to make, because that's just cheating, basically. You might as well just give her the cheat sheet. I'd be able to make the decisions for herself. So if you want to buy back one of your lifelines, and then you can ask the audience what they might do, or phone a friend, for example, then you can do that. But please don't keep giving away the answers in the chat.
I don't think anybody actually has given any answers away. They were just saying they could.
Crimson does from time to time.
Oh. Well, he didn't this time.
So would you like to buy back any of your lifelines just in case?
No, and I'm not going to be a creeper. I'll keep going. I mean, if for no other reason than it's hysterical to watch you do that.
Okay. We're going to go north. 220. Walking along the narrow you fucking noticed
Hey,
the big old tree to your left with a hole in its
not
trunk.
my fault. It's not my fault the guy wrote it as a creepy thing.
And it's just above head height. If you wish to reach up to put your hand into the dark hole, then turn to 275. If you would rather continue walking north, turn to 115.
No, that just seems dumb. I'll just keep going.
Play the fucking game.
See, this is what I mean about not doing things that rational people would do. No rational person is gonna stick their hand into an unknown dark hole. I mean, just because that's your kind of cup of tea doesn't mean.
But you might need to. You've got to understand the nature of these books. Like, there are red herring routes, and there are things that are purposefully there that you must do and you must overcome in order to get the prize that you need. So that's the nature of the books. Don't just play it safe, because you won't win. You have to take some risks.
I mean, you could also lose your hand.
You could. Yes, you could. That's the risk you take. Anyway, the path soon comes to a junction. If you wish to go west, turn to 382. If you wish to go east, turn to 277.
382.
Going west, the path soon brings you to another junction. You decide to ignore the way south and head north anyway.
Sorry, I was reading Adam's comment.
Is it what Atom said?
I can't believe I stuck my hand in the hole last time either.
Did you?
No, there's no way I did.
I think you might have. Anyway, I don't actually think you took that path last time.
Huh, okay.
Anyway, the path leads ever northwards, but at last the trees are beginning to thin out and appear less menacing as daylight streams through between them. On the right-hand side of the path, you see an old oak chair covered with moss. If you wish to sit in the chair to rest and eat, turn to 328. If you'd rather press on northwards, turn to 118.
See, that's the first thing that's actually sounded kind of familiar.
Okay. So you're having memories of the previous adventure now.
Either that or I'm just delusional.
Do you think that you sat in the chair last time, or did you just carry on?
I'm trying to remember. I'm not even totally certain I remember this. It's just the first thing that's had any familiarity whatsoever. I lost a really nice wristwatch once, no regrets.
Yes.
I feel like last time I sat in the chair and regretted it if I did it. But I honestly
You're right, Eraserhead. I'm gonna have some kind of embolism. If my nose starts bleeding, you know why.
Streaks of red start coming out from under the sunglasses. Wendy, it's not intentionally being stubborn. It's just that I value rationality and Jack doesn't.
It's not me. It's the books. It's the way that they're written, and you have to take risks sometimes.
Yes, there's risks and then there's stupidity. Are you RoboCop? You are not. You don't need to. Don't need to, is that supposed to say sit in the chair?
Yeah. So, what would you like to do? Sit in the chair or carry on?
I'll carry on. I think I did it. I think I sat in it last time and it didn't turn out well.
Okie dokie. There we go. Some of those beautiful line drawings from the original 80s books there. The path eventually emerges from the trees onto a vast plain. Beyond you see the rising ground leading to low hills. The waist-high grasses on either side of the path sway gently in the warm breeze. All is peaceful and the dangers ahead seem unimportant. You are enjoying your walk when suddenly the silence is broken by the sound of a squealing and grunting to the right of the path. You can see a path being made through the grass by an unseen beast moving quickly towards you. You draw your sword in readiness, and a few yards ahead of you, a large brown pig-like creature bursts out of the path and halts there. It has two long tusks protruding from a short stubby snout, and steam rises into the air from its sweating body. Its small eyes look at you before it puts its head down to charge at you. You must fight the wild boar. So, finally...
Wild boar are no jokes either.
No, they are not. They certainly are not. So, here we go then. Unless you want to backtrack to the previous choice, we'll begin this battle.
And I do what? Roll for me and then for them, or them and then me?
It's them first, then you. But we'll get into it shortly. So, you want to start the battle?
Yep.
Jolly good then. So let's get those stats in then. Skill 6, Stamina 5. Here we go then. So for your first battle of this stream, if you wouldn't mind rolling 2d6 for the enemy. A 6 and a 5 gives them 17.
Yeah, this is kind of how this went last time, as I recall.
Well, roll 2d6 for yourself. A 4 and a 3 gives you 15, which means that they win the attack round and will have to reduce your stamina by 2. So you now have 16 stamina. However, you can test your luck at this point. If you're lucky, we'll give you a stamina point back. But if you're unlucky, we'll take another point away from you. Or you can just carry on.
We all know that I am absolutely not lucky.
Okay, then we're carrying on. So 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 6 and a 1 gives them 13. And then if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please. 2 2s gives you 12. Oh, you lose the attack round by 1 point, I'm afraid. So now you have 14 stamina. Test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 6 and a 1 gives them 13 again. And then 2 for yourself, please. That's a bit better. A 4 and 2 gives you 14. Well done. You win the attack round and will reduce their stamina down to 3. If you tested your luck at this point, if you were lucky, we would take another 2 stamina points away from the enemy. If you're unlucky, we'll give them 1 back. Or you can just carry on.
I'll carry on. What is the double 6 mechanic?
Oh yeah, so the double 6 mechanic, 6 and a 5 is that. I'll put it in just before. It was actually it was you who suggested it. If the you or the enemy rolls a double 6, whoever wins basically. So if the enemy rolled double 6s, if they won the attack round, they would score 3 points on you instead of the usual 2, and the same goes for you. Pardon?
Got it. It's a critical hit. Got it.
Yeah. So 17 for them and 19 for you. which means you win the attack round. Congratulations. We'll bring their stamina down to 1. If you'd like to test your luck, you could take them out now, or you can just carry on and see if you can kill them in the next round.
I will carry on.
Okay, a 1 and a 5 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself. A 2 and a 6. I think that's done it. Yeah, 16 against 12. Well done. You've done it. You've beat the ball.
I was gonna laugh hysterically if I could kill my pig immediately.
Well, congratulations, you did it. You beat back the wild boar, and you've completed your first battle. Well done, my friend.
Normally I would make jokes about it putting me out of my misery, but I think it might have put you out of your misery.
Well, kind of. A little bit.
Jack has never invited me back to the show ever.
No, don't be so silly. I'll always invite you back to the show. You're a lot of fun. Even if you don't do a lot of, silly things. Anyway, as you draw your sword from the carcass of the wild boar, you wonder what made it attack. In the distance, you hear the sound of barking dogs. Perhaps it was hunted and being trapped and made its last stand against you. Through the nose of the boar, you see a large gold ring which you cut loose and place in your backpack. It's worth 10 gold pieces, and we can add 1 luck. So what I'm going to do is just bring up your adventure sheet here. We can't give you any more luck because you're already maxed out. However, you do now have 10 gold, which is nice. There we are. So, turn to 232. Walking north, you soon arrive at a junction in a path. You can either continue north, go west, or go east.
North. I thought I was going to get provisions off that.
No. As you walk further northwards across the plain, the grass gradually becomes shorter and the ground starts to rise gently. Ahead, you hear the roar of crashing water. Soon you reach the bank of a wide river split on 2 levels. To your right, the water is calm and slow moving, but in front of you, it tumbles noisily down a great waterfall to a gorge where the river narrows and quickly west over rocks and boulders. Steps lead down by the side of the waterfall to the bottom of the gorge, although it's difficult to see where they end because of the spray thrown up. Across the river, you see the path is heading north into the distance. A small wooden boat is tied to a post to your right where the river is calm. Will you walk down the steps to the base of the waterfall or row the wooden boat across the river?
Steps lead by the side of the waterfall to the bottom of the gorge. Boat, I guess.
You untie the boat and start to row across the river to the far bank. You're about halfway there when you notice at the bottom of the boat is beginning to fill with water. Leaks appear everywhere. The boat is rotten and it starts to sink. You grab your possessions and swim across to the other side. You climb out of the river and are dismayed to see that all the remaining provisions in your backpack, if you have any, have dissolved in the water. It's getting dark as night closes in and you decide to camp behind some rocks to the right of the path. You build a large fire and settle down to sleep with your sword by your side. So yeah, unfortunately, right now you've lost all your provisions. You could backtrack if you wanted to, if you want to make that decision again.
No, I'm good.
Okay. No provisions left. You do have that potion of stamina, don't forget. And also, you've got plenty of rubies to spend in the adventurer's pot. if you want to. And if you need a refresher on any of the things that you could buy, then let me know. And I'll happily assist you with that. So turn to 285. Spray thrown up sounds like my New Year's morning, says Atom Grey. What's this here? Isn't it that werewolf that you fought last time? You have been asleep for about an hour when the noise of the deep growling wakes you up. You stand up without making noise and grab your sword. You wait and listen. There is a full moon in the sky and the light casts eerie shadows all around. You hear soft footsteps in the and sniffing, followed by another low growl. Then a shape which looks like a man steps out of the shadows to your right. As he gets closer, you see that his chest, arms and face are covered with thick brown hair and long teeth protrude from its mouth. He is a werewolf, and you must fight him. The werewolf has a...
I had to fight him last time, and then Rick immediately summoned something else. That was what it was.
Ah, okay. The werewolf has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 9. Now, do you want to backtrack at all? Or would you like to carry on with this battle?
I mean, I can't really backtrack to anywhere anyway, so.
Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, this werewolf is on equal skill with you, so best of luck with this. Before you start, would you like to, build your stamina back up at all using like either the potion of stamina or buying something with the ruby or anything like that, or do you want to just carry on?
Nah, I'm only down
right
4.
Okie dokie, here we go then. So your second battle, let's get it on. Right then, if you wouldn't mind rolling 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 5 and a 2 gives them 15. Just a second before you roll the other ones. There we go, 15. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 2s. I don't think that's going to cut the mustard. So yeah, you lose the attack round, I'm afraid, and we will have to reduce your stamina down to 12. Do you want to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. 2 3s gives them 14. And 2 for yourself, please. That's better. A 6 and a 4 gives you 18. You win the attack round, and we will reduce their stamina down to 7. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 1 and a 3 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself, please. Nice. A 6 and a 4 again gives you another 18. You win the attack round, and we'll bring their stamina down to 5. Test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. 4 and a 2 gives you 14. And 2 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 6 gives you 18. You win the attack round again. And we'll reduce their stamina down to 3. Test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
2d6 then. 2 and a 1 gives them 11. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 2s.
That was close.
You beat them by 1 point. And that's brought their stamina down to 1. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
What happens if I test my luck here?
If you're lucky, you'll kill him, basically. And if you're unlucky, we'll give him 1 point back.
I basically have to not roll boxcars, right?
It's 2d6. You got to get 11 or below on 2d6 to be lucky.
So no boxcar. Got it. I will test my luck.
Okay, 2d6 then, please. There you go. You did it. You were lucky. We'll reduce your stamina down to 10. Sorry, your luck down to 10. And you have defeated the enemy outright. Well done. Congratulations.
The otter's going to take me to Vegas.
Are these dice weighted? He says. I think I fancy a trip to Vegas with this, with the eclectic one. Indeed. Is that it then? We're all going for a trip to Vegas.
He didn't invite you. Just me and the otter. It's the anthropomorphic animal convention.
Oh, I see. I see how it goes now. No jacks allowed.
Well, I mean, put on your jackrabbit costume, and we can smuggle you in.
How is Jacktar Lola, by the way?
Lovely.
You haven't eaten her yet?
I didn't plan to.
Oh.
I don't need anything I name.
I see.
She's co-parenting a couple of little tiny blue fluffy bunnies with her mom.
Aww. God bless. She's a cute bunny.
She seems quite convinced that they're her babies, even though they're not. So you'll find all four of them like crammed in the nest box together.
Well, unfortunately, the werewolf did wound you during the combat, so we have
Only
to go
once,
to.
which is much better than last time.
Yep, but I think we still have to go to 155.
Oh, I know.
You settle down to sleep again, but start to shake and tremble. Sweat pours from your body, and although you feel very cold, you look for some belladonna in your backpack. You don't find any, unfortunately, because you don't have any. So we have to turn to 259. So
that's not in the list of things you can buy.
No, but had you taken a different path, you may have come across someone who gifted you some belladonna.
Okay.
So you feel a burning sensation inside your body and you sink into a raging fever. You may be about to check that. I think that's supposed to say you may be about to change into a werewolf yourself. Lose 3 stamina points and test your luck if you're still alive. So let's just bring up your adventure sheet. 3 stamina points need to be deducted. You've got 9 now. And test your luck, please. If you can roll 2d6 and you've got to get 10 or below to be lucky. Oh.
Woohoo! I get to be a werewolf.
Yeah, you were unlucky, I'm afraid. So we'll bring your current luck down to 9 now. So if the number rolled is equal to or less than your luck score, the fever dies down. If the number rolled is greater than your luck score, the fever continues to grip your body, and you are horrified to see thick brown hair appearing on the backs of your hands. The shock causes you to lose 2 additional stamina points. If you're still alive, turn to 19. So you are now down to 7 stamina points.
I mean, I'm really just surprised that it's predator hair instead of prey hair.
And we'll turn to 19.
My tail is now fluffier.
Look at it. I use Pantene on my tail because I like it to shine in the moonlight.
Oh, come on. The rest of this game would be so much easier if I became a werewolf.
It may very well be. However, although weak from your fever, you manage to sit up. You take hold of your sword and, gritting your teeth, you cut yourself where the werewolf bit you. Blood runs quickly from the wound and hopefully the disease with it. Lose 1 stamina point due to the loss of blood, and if you're still alive, turn to 18. So now you have 6 stamina.
Interesting. We're using medieval bleeding rules for for curing lycanthropy.
Your plan works and the fever dies down. Mercifully, the hair on the back of your hands disappears and you slump back to sleep again, exhausted. In the morning, you collect your belongings and head north along the path into the hills. The ground is quite steep as the path wends its way into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot, so we're now back to where we were at the very beginning of this stream. Okay? Remember that. All around in the distance, you see the dark green circle.
You realized you were just handing me the temptation to make the exact same decisions over again, just to watch you, like, explode.
It's your choice, though. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what I think. I can't intervene with your choices. I just have to play the game, basically.
Yeah, but the entertainment of watching your eyeballs explode is so much better for the chat than just watching. I am all about entertaining the chat.
So anyway, all is quiet, and as you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. You may either continue north, which is what you did last time, or head east along the new branch.
Crimson, apparently trusting my instincts is exactly the opposite of what I should be doing. Can you take your sunglasses off so we can watch when your eyes explode?
Absolutely not. They're stuck on. Some silly bastards super glued them ages ago, and they never come off.
Sounds like a load of bullshit to me.
Yeah.
Or, goat shit, as the case might be.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, so I did north last time,
Mm-hmm.
and you told me every decision I made last time was wrong, so I guess I'll go east.
No, I didn't say every decision that you made. I said you've made some very poor decisions.
You said this is the first decent decision you've made.
Yeah. All right, I did say that. But nevertheless, what do you want to do? Do you want to go north down the hill or head east along the branch?
I'm gonna go east. You told me that I am following what you said.
Don't let me influence you at all. Make your own decisions.
Yeah, now he's gonna try and fluff off the responsibility.
I literally have no responsibility over this. It's completely all your choice. I don't want to try and influence you at all. The path leads along the ridge of a hill.
Except as I can hear your teeth grinding.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, the path leads along the ridge of the hill and comes to another junction. You see that the way south leads back to the river, so you decide to head north again. Turn to 90.
Oh, well, that was a bullshit set of choices.
Kind of. But now you've gone a completely different path to the way that you went before, so you're not just heading towards Stonebridge now. The path runs north down the hill between large boulders and rocks. You have an uneasy feeling that you're being watched. Then, from behind one of the larger boulders to the left of the path, spring two sinewy men with long hair and beards. They're wearing animal furs and look menacing. One notches an arrow in his bow and one notches an arrow in his bow and lets it fly. Test your luck. If you're lucky, the arrow misses you and flies past your head. If you're unlucky, the arrow lodges itself in your shoulder and you suffer a loss of 3 stamina points. So, if you wouldn't mind, please, rolling 2d6.
Somebody's a big fan of Siobhan, huh? 2d6.
Yes.
4.
You did it. Well done. You were lucky. So, you now have a current luck of 8. And we will choose the lucky path. The arrow misses and will turn to 210. The men curse and jump up and down in anger, having missed you. They start to argue and push each other around. They seem to forget all about you. If you want to attack the wild hillmen, turn to 43. If you want to walk past them along the path while they are still arguing, turn to 188.
GTFO.
Get the fuck out of here! Okie dokie.
There's 2 of them and they have ranged weapons.
Walking down, I mean, that is a pretty decent, thought. But of course, they may have contained an object on them that you needed.
Look, I can't help that whoever wrote this book is completely insane.
Anyway, walking down the hill, you see the valley floor stretching ahead and beyond. A sinister wall of trees. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. Arriving on the valley floor, you see that the path comes to a junction. If you want to head west, turn to 221. If you want to head east, turn to 359.
This is not the same path I took last time, right?
It is. You have gone this way previously, so...
Okay.
I'm just trying to see...
So I said I was going to do everything the opposite, so we'll go east.
To the left of the path, you see a stone well with a bucket and a turning handle. If you wish to take a closer look at the well, turn to 172. If you would rather continue your walk east, turn to 281.
Alright, well, looking at wells doesn't seem creepy, so we'll do that.
A ladder runs down the inside of the well to the water below. However, there appears to be a tunnel just above the surface of the water running north. It's circular and has a diameter of about 1 meter. You may toss a gold piece into the well to make a wish, descend the ladder to look down the tunnel, or return to the path and head east.
So I have a ring that's worth 10 gold. So
we've established that it's 10 gold basically.
Okay, let's make a wish then.
Then I'm going to reduce your gold on the adventure sheet from 10 to 9. There you go, and we will make a wish. The coin lands in the water with a gentle plop. Make the deduction from your equipment list. You wish for more gold pieces, but nothing happens. This is not a wishing well. So, you may descend the ladder to look down the tunnel, return to the path to head east, or return to the path to head west.
Which way was I headed? East?
You were.
Alright.
So you want to head east, or are you sure you don't want to go down the well?
Am I sure I don't want to do the incredibly irrational thing that no sane human being should do? Is that what you're asking?
Yep.
Which translates into Jack would really like me to go down the well.
It's completely up to you.
It's completely up to you, but I look like I'm gonna have a hemorrhage if you don't.
Well, I am wiping blood away from my nose. But at the same time, look, there could be something really terrible down there. It could be a red herring.
I mean, I was more worried about, the fact that one doesn't usually go into water-filled areas without, safety gear.
Yeah.
All right, well, if we don't get to watch your eyes explode, then I'll go down the well.
Climbing down the ladder, you do not notice that the rung is missing.
See, this is why you don't go down fucking ladders and wells.
You slip and lose your footing. Test your luck. If you're lucky, you manage to hang onto the ladder with your hands. Turn to 1, 2, 2. If you're unlucky, you fall off the ladder and plunge into the water below. So you wouldn't mind, please, rolling 2d6, and you've got to get 8 or below to be lucky.
Okay, I hit roll and it's making the sound, but it's not rolling.
Oh, there it is. Well, you were definitely lucky. You got 8. We'll reduce your luck now to 7. And well done, you were lucky. So you managed to hang on to the ladder with your hands. Turn to 1, 2, 2. At the bottom of the ladder, you see that the tunnel runs quite a distance north. You are surprised to see that it's lit by torches at regular intervals along its length. If you wish to crawl along the tunnel, turn to 135. If you wish to climb back up the ladder and return to the path, turn to 362.
You really want me to go in the tunnel, don't you?
I don't. I want you to do what you want to do.
I mean, if I did what I wanted to do, I wouldn't be down here in the first place. All right.
It's completely up to you.
You know, you say that.
Sometimes I might be leading you astray, though.
No, you would not. You really do look like you're in pain.
No, I guess the issue was for me in the last round was that you were making decisions where I knew where it was going to lead to, and so I knew that you were not going to pick up certain things that I knew that you needed for the quest, basically, and that you were going to end up in Stonebridge without the hammer. I knew that was going to happen just from the choices that you'd made. And I was like, no, you've got to fucking play the game, because if you don't play the game, you won't pick up items. Don't just keep following the path and following the path and following the path, because you're just not picking anything up. You're getting no loot.
Are you telling me that you don't know where the well is going?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that sometimes you need to take risks and not just follow the path. But also, sometimes following the path could be... not following the path could be too risky. It's up to you. It's your game.
Oh no, it stopped being my game ages ago.
So, would you like to crawl along the tunnel?
If you're telling me you're not going to have a hemorrhage, then I'm going back up.
It's completely up to you. So you want to go up the ladder? Return to the path. Okay. Which way are you heading? Are you continuing east or going west?
Yep. East.
Continuing east. You arrive at a crossroads. South leads back up into the hills, so you decide against that. If you want to head north, turn to 163. If you want to continue east, turn to 393.
I'm in totally uncharted territory at this point, so I guess we'll just keep going east.
Leading along the quiet valley floor, the path comes to an end at a junction. The way south leads back to the hills, so you decide against that and you head north.
Well,
that was a bit of a bullshit.
This is another one of those bullshit. There isn't really a choice things.
Yeah. The valley floor is green and pleasant, and you wonder why such a tranquil place should be the home of so many loathsome creatures. Walking along the path, you see in the distance a portly shape of a balding man dressed in a long brown robe, heading in your direction. As he gets closer, you see that he is a friar. Will you start a conversation with him, or walk past him with a nod of a head?
We'll make Jack happy and start a conversation with him.
Don't make me happy. Make you happy. It's your journey. So you want to start a conversation with him, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
191.
if this were my journey, I would actually be using the fucking map before I got to the very end of this whole thing.
There's not really much of a map. Like that.
Just the one that conveniently tells you you're at your destination at the very end.
Yeah, it's kind of like let me see about this actually. Whilst I'm
All right, I don't have his brass bells, so I can't help.
I'm just on the internet at the minute. Oh, so here it is. So let's open this in a new tab and let's see if I can share this with you. So this is the map that you actually get. Right? Oh, hang on. Open image in a new tab. Why does it keep doing that? All right. Look at this.
It also wants to watch your eyeballs explode.
So that's the map, basically.
I mean, honestly, that would have been incredibly useful.
No, but it's not though.
It is because I can't visualize, which means every time you tell me you're going left or right or north or south or whatever, I have zero capability to retain the direction in my head. It's one of the reasons I suck at video games so much, because I cannot keep track of where I'm going if there's no map.
I see. But it really, like, I guess what I mean is in terms of like going through the book, this map is really just an outline. Like, there are so many like decisions missing from this map. There's
I get that.
Left,
but
turn right.
Just the general understanding of where things are is useful, though.
So yeah, that's your map basically. That's what Big Leg gives you in the beginning of the journey. Did you get that? Have you memorized it?
What part of cannot visualize do you not get?
I find it difficult to understand that frame of mind of not being able to visualize, because I do it so well in my own head.
I literally I cannot. It's a condition that's a bit of a gradient. Like, some people can do kind of colors or whatever. I literally cannot visualize anything. I don't dream in pictures. I can't see pictures. As soon as you are off screen, I couldn't tell anyone what you look like.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a total and complete inability to visualize. So as soon as the map drops, I recognize that there was a big blob in the middle that had trees, but that's it. And that's not visualizing. That's just that I remember logically that there was a big blob that was trees. Is
there a name for the condition?
There is. I never remember what it is, though.
Because you can't visualize it.
And because most people don't say it often.
I see.
Like, that's actually a good point. When I'm reading a book, I cannot remember the names unless they're really common names. I can't remember the names of the characters. Like, I used to say I could tell you the plot of every book I've ever read, but I can't tell you the name of a book, the main character of the book I read yesterday. And it's because I can't visualize the names if I don't hear them.
Rick Clear is asking, is that Isn't that called being a sociopath?
No, that's an inability to feel, not an inability to see.
Fryer, order some fish and chips.
Aphantasia.
Aphantasia. Okay. I've heard of that.
I strongly suspect there must be a genetic thing because my mother can't visualize either, which I just found out last summer.
Do you have an inner monologue?
Yes.
Okay, so you do hear your own voice in your own head.
Yeah, and when I found out that people don't have an there are people without an inner monologue, I suddenly understood the same sense of shock that people get when I tell them I can't visualize. I was like, how? Like, doesn't it get lonely?
Well, the thing that I find difficult to believe about it is, how do you reason with yourself and how do you reason with the world? If you can't speak to yourself in your own head, if you can't hold a conversation with yourself in your own head, how do you actually reason with the world?
So the only person I know with the condition talks out loud a lot and does a lot of writing. So I would assume they just do it externally.
Takes all sorts, doesn't it? Takes all sorts.
The idea of not having an inner monologue to me is just, like, I find it actually disturbing.
Yeah, I can't imagine not talking to myself in my head.
The idea of being alone in my head just sounds so strange.
I think green-haired anti-liberal professes that she has that condition, basically, where she doesn't have an inner monologue. Anyway, so pardon?
Can't visualize. In fact, I have only visualized once ever, and it was such. I think it was as bizarre to me to have it happen as it is for other people to think that it doesn't happen. And I was super high at the time, so yeah, it was very strange. Yeah.
Well, or was it like a different kind of psychedelic?
No, it's just weed. But it was I had a dream where I actually saw things, and that was the first time that it ever happened.
Is it just that you don't remember your dreams?
Oh no, I remember my dreams. There just aren't any pictures in them.
So is it all just emotion then?
It's either emotion or dialogue or both. Mostly emotion.
That is super interesting.
I made a Twitter post once that the downside to not having content to your dreams, to just having like sheer emotion, is that if you have a bad dream, you wake up with this like lingering feeling of either sadness or anger or whatever, and you have nothing to connect it to, like at all, which makes it much harder to shake than at least I imagine, than if you like had a thing you could connect it to.
It is very interesting. I've never known anybody not to be able to visualize things in their head before. So yeah,
Really?
the concept is completely foreign to me, because I literally visualize things in front of me. Like I think of an apple, I can see the apple, and I can change its color.
That's
and
so
also
weird.
I can spin it round in front of me.
Huh. Wonder if it's one of the reasons I'm so bad at math.
I'm
Because
pretty
I
bad at math.
I not only can't visualize, but I have dyscalculia. So literally, like when they used to tell you had to show your work, the time it took me to take the numbers from like the screen to the paper to show my work, I would reverse numbers.
I see.
So if I just had to give the answer, I was fine. But the minute I have to transpose it onto something else, I failed math repeatedly.
I'm just going to say goodbye to Wendy. She says, I've got to go. Have a good one, Jack and Mrs. Goat and dearest chat. By the way, Jack, keep your bed dry. I can't promise anything, Wendy. It looks like Atom's getting a little bit antsy. Visualize rolling some dice. Let's go. Well, you know, sometimes I like to have a little bit of a chat with my guests, rather than just, you know,
He's just
blazing
procrastinating
through
my bad decisions.
Yeah. Anyway, the friar is very nervous and jittery and shuffles from side to side as you start to speak. You ask him why he is so distraught, and he tells you that his sacred brass bell has been stolen. As payment for its return, he is willing to offer a magic healing potion. Do you have a brass bell? You don't, so let's turn to 243. You tell him that you are sorry, but you have not seen his brass bell. The poor old friar frowns and then asks you if you would like to give him 1 gold piece for a good cause. If you do, turn to 166. If you don't want to make the donation, turn to 33.
Sure, that would be 10% of a tithe I got for free anyway, so.
Okie dokie. The friar smiles and says, bless you. He bows and sets off south along the path, whistling as he goes. Add 2 luck points and head north. Okay, well that was a nice turnout. You've now got 8 gold, and we'll bring your luck back up to 9.
I was going to say that was totally worth it. That was totally worth 1 gold point.
I think it was. In the distance, you see the dark brown wall of trees looming up before you. The path takes you directly into Darkwood Forest and soon starts to twist and turn between tangled roots and bushes. The path eventually splits. If you wish to continue north, turn to 190. If you wish to head west, turn to 280.
So, the blob of trees was right in the middle, which means I must have come in sideways somehow.
See, this is
Oh,
why
north-
it makes
north is where-
sense to make a map on paper as you're playing it.
Well, I have been trying to keep track of which way I was going this time, but without any context of where things were before, I didn't really understand what it was I was mapping.
A map.
Without the ability to visualize, it doesn't help.
Well, all you do is you write the number of the paragraph, and you either put it above or to the left or to the right or below the paragraph number. Do you get what I mean? You just
I understand what you're
on a
saying,
piece of paper.
but it's like one of those exercises you do where like one person who can see a picture tells the other person what to draw, and it's never ever
and
correct.
It always ends up looking like a dick. It always looks like a cock and balls. So anyway, do you wish to continue north or head west?
Not dying.
Was that a choice?
Okay, not dying.
Oh, you were choking. You were choking on the cock and balls.
Just coughing.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. North.
Okie dokie. Kill Jester. Ahead, you hear the thumping of heavy footsteps and the noise of branches breaking. It sounds as though some creature is coming down the path towards you. If you wish to face the oncoming beast, turn to 265. If you would rather hide in the bushes off the path, turn to 318.
Hide.
You jump into the thick undergrowth by the side of the path. Peering out from behind the leaves, you see the massive legs of some gigantic man stump past you along the path. Soon he's gone, and you creep back out onto the path again and head north. The path twists.
One away, live to fight another day.
Exactly, which it seems like that's what's going to happen now. The path twists and turns and then makes a sudden sharp turn to the west. Following the new course, you are aware of a squawking in all the trees all around you. You hear the flapping of wings and look up to see 3 large birds swooping down on you. Their beaks and talons look razor sharp, and you only have a second in which to draw your sword to defend yourself against the Death Hawks. There are 3 of them, and they have varying skills and stamina. You have to fight them one at a time, and if you win, turn to 224. You can also escape by running west along the path, turning to 332. If you choose to do that, you will lose 2 stamina points, as is the price for cowardice.
I mean, that seems an acceptable price to pay.
Okie dokie. So you don't want to battle the Death Hawks?
No, not really, not especially.
So 322 it is. Give me a second.
And
right.
Then I think once I'm out of the way, I'm probably due a stamina potion.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing as well is that maybe these Death Hawks drop something that you need.
Well, in that case, I should have thought to drink the stamina potion earlier, but I got sidetracked by the conversation about the fact that I can't visualize.
Well, you haven't started the battle yet, so you could drink the stamina potion now before you start the battle. And also, you've got all those rubies there, the 34 rubies. You could buy another potion of stamina, or you could return all of your current stats back to their initials, or you could buy an insta-kill spell, and then you wouldn't have to deal with at least one of them.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, did I disappear for you?
Yeah.
My apologies.
I thought your head had exploded.
It did kind of, nearly. I'll just explain it again. So basically, you could return all of your stats back to their initial values now by spending 5 of those rubies. You could take the potion of stamina now and return just your stamina back to its initial values. You could also buy an insta-kill spell for 15 of those rubies, and then you wouldn't have to deal with at least one of those Death Hawks and only battle the other 2. Or you can just escape.
I mean, I think I already made the escaping choice, so.
Okay.
Jack's head explodes.
You soon arrive at another junction in the path. Looking at Big Leg's map, you decide to head north again in the direction of Stonebridge, ignoring the narrow path which continues west.
See, this is what I mean. I start to get close to the end, and suddenly I remember I have a map.
The path opens out into a small clearing, and to your right you see a pile of branches, grass and pieces of rag, the lair of some large creature. Amongst the debris and old bones scattered about, you catch sight of something glittering. If you want to look more closely, turn to 57. If you wish to hurry north along the path, turn to 360.
All right, we're back to where I can do opposite things again, so I will look more closely. And whatever is, I was going to say, and whatever is in the lair can come out and kill me.
Oh, dearie me. So you walk over to investigate the lair, but you're suddenly aware of a dark shadow being cast all about you. You hear a loud roar above, and you look up to see a dragon-like creature with legs and green, scaly skin flying down to its lair. A bolt of fire shoots from its mouth towards you. Test your luck. If you're lucky, the firebolt misses and explodes by your feet. If you're unlucky, the firebolt slams into your back, knocking you to the ground. So, testing your luck, you get 6 there, and you have a current luck of 9. Well done. You were lucky. I'm going to reduce that luck now to 8. So, you were lucky. 1, 3, 2. The creature landing in front of you is a wyvern. It looks at you and opens its huge mouth to let out another burning roar. It's about 10 meters long, and its thick scales look hard to penetrate with your sword. Do you possess a flute? If you do, turn to 258. You don't, so turn to 167. The wyvern's long tail swishes from side to side, and smoke curls up from its nostrils. You draw your sword and prepare to fight this fearsome monster. The wyvern has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 11.
Now see, dragons are worth an insta-kill spell.
Okay. Would you like to buy an insta-kill spell?
Is that 15?
Yep.
Yeah, let's smoke that sucker.
Okay, there we go. Congratulations, you've smashed the shit out of the wyvern.
You did not bump my stamina back up, by the way. I said I was going to run away and then take the stamina potion.
You're absolutely right. I didn't even reduce your stamina by the 2 points when you escaped. So, yeah, you're down to 4, and then you're going to take the potion of stamina, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Back up to 18 then. There we are. Well, anyway, you swish your hand around and you go, abracadabra, alakazam, fuck off, wyvern.
I was going to say, and I give him the finger.
Yeah. So, congratulations, you've beaten the wyvern. Turn to 305. You walk around the motionless wyvern and start to rummage through its lair and surrounding debris. You find a gauntlet made of plate iron and a throwing knife and 10 gold pieces and a gold ring. You put the knife and the gold pieces into your backpack. So you've got 10 gold pieces. You've currently got 8, so now you've got 18. And what was the other thing? The throwing knife. Just adding these things.
The reasonable thing to do would be to take the gauntlet and the gold ring and put them in my backpack.
Maybe, but the choices presented to you are...
Oh, I understand.
To try on the gauntlet, try on the gold ring, or leave the items and head north along the path.
This is the first time, however, in this game where all of the options are completely unreasonable. Usually there's the reasonable and wrong choice and the unreasonable rational choice, or the unreasonable, correct choice. In this case, they're all irrational. I'm after a hammer, right?
You are. It's in 2 pieces as well. You've got the head and the ebony handle that screws into it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which... Excuse me. If a gauntlet or a gold ring would be more likely to assist with said task. Because this is really just a coin flip.
Well, there's no saying that you won't be able to try on one and then try on the other.
Yes,
it may give you that option.
There's also nothing that says I can, so I have to assume I can't until I know otherwise.
So, gauntlet or gold ring?
We'll just start at the top of the list. Try on the gauntlet.
You slip the gauntlet on your hand and take hold of your sword. Slicing the air with it, you feel more than usually skilled with your weapon. You now possess a gauntlet of weapon skill, which will allow you to add 1 point to all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat, so long as you wear it. Note this on your equipment list, and if you wish to try on the gold ring, you can turn to 133. If you would rather ignore the gold ring or have already tried it on, you must head north again along the path to turning to 360. So let me just bump up your current skill to 9. And you have the gauntlet of skill. There we go.
Well, that phrasing suggests that I don't immediately get turned into smoke if I put the gold ring on, so I guess that's a good start.
Well, it's completely up to you. Would you like to try on the ring, or would you like to just leave it?
No, somebody told me that, not taking risks was not a great way to go in this game, so.
So your choice is to try it on?
Yep.
Slipping on the ring onto your middle finger, you are suddenly gripped by an agonizing pain. Eventually, the pain subsides, but you are unable to take off the ring. You are wearing a cursed ring of slowness, which will force you to subtract 2 points from all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength in combat. Now, don't forget, you still have a backtrack, so you could just go back to the previous paragraph and carry on.
Do I have a backtrack still?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the backtrack on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree, Rick.
It's a Nuvia ring. Oh no, what did he say? What did Rick say? Whoever told you that is a prat. Very good. So, yes, your backtrack is gone. That's all of your lifelines used up. It's actually quite rare that people use all of their lifelines.
Well, it's probably also rare people have to go through the entire thing twice.
I gotta be honest with you. I think that in the last episode that you were on, you actually already went to the end of the book and had to go back again already.
No, I didn't go any further than the werewolf. It was a very slow game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly because there was lots of bunny naming going on, and Rick summoning extra monsters.
So I don't actually need to.
Greg, I think has had to go through like the same adventure like 2 or 3 times. I think.
He definitely has. He like went through 4 episodes before he actually won. So try.
Has anybody not won at all?
Yeah. Like pretty much everybody. There's only been 3 winners so far. And that's Greg, Hanayama, and Abe. Everyone else has lost.
And then you act like I'm completely like the only insane one.
Anyway, we've backtracked, and so we go to 360 without
this actually proves my theory. The only people who have won are the people you would not expect to act rationally ever.
So you've bumped into these bandits again, and they want 5 items from you. Do you want to give them the 5 gold, or would you rather spit on the ground and fight them? Or it's 5 gold or 5 objects,
yeah, 5 items.
magical objects.
Yeah, no, I'll give them 5 gold.
Let's just get
Pay
this back
toll.
up. Okie dokie. So you now have 13 gold left. There we go. That's that. The bandit woman. Yada yada. Do you know what? So we're back here again now, and you don't have them again?
Despite doing everything exactly the opposite, I still don't have them.
Mm-hmm. You failed in your quest to help the dwarves, being unable to face Gillibrand. You've got to start all over again. So you either want to test your luck.
They're just dwarves. They should be like doing their own shit anyway.
Well, then I'm afraid, Goat, in that case, your journey ends here. All for nout.
I ended up in almost exactly the same spot. I have almost exactly the same amount of gold. My stats are better than they were.
They are. But of course, you've still got 19 rubies in the adventurer's pot.
See? There's my point exactly. I just wasted a whole lot of stuff to end up in exactly the same spot I did by not spending anything.
But that's the whole point of it. It doesn't matter that people donated and, you know, you didn't win the game. It's the simple fact that you used it to try to get through the game in a different way, and that's how it ended up getting spent, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That was exactly my point. None of it mattered.
But yeah, unfortunately, I'm afraid, Goat, for you, you've waited 7 months, and I'm afraid your adventure is over.
I'm heartbroken.
And me, quite frankly.
I mean, really, the best part of the adventure was watching the various facial expressions.
Yeah. Give me a second.
I would never disrespect you, Crimson Shadow.
I would. No, I wouldn't. Oh, Go! I'm so sad for you. I'm so disappointed for you. I'm not disappointed myself, but I'm disappointed for you because I wanted you to.
I mean, I'm disappointed. I shouldn't have spent the points, because like going out killed by a dragon would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, you could have used, instead of using the insta kill spell. You mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I could have just, you know.
It's like when Tomby played. What was it? I can't remember what. He was playing House of Hell, and it was just really anticlimactic. It was such a just a shit way to go, basically. The way that he died, he'd gone through it, and it was kind of uneventful, and then all of a sudden he died out of nowhere. It was completely, you know, unforeseen.
I didn't even die. I just said, all right, fuck it. I've done this twice already.
Actually, you know what? You are the first person. Let's think about this.
To go through it twice and still not finish it?
Well, there is that. Yeah, you are the first person to go through this book twice. But I was just trying to think to myself, is there anybody else who's been through a book who didn't complete the book but didn't actually die? And the answer is yes, Paul Hadouken. He got to the end of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and he didn't have the right combination of keys for the... He beat the wizard. Yeah, he beat the Warlock, but the keys He didn't have the keys for the chest, basically. So, although he didn't die, he also didn't complete the book.
So I want you to know, I played Diablo 1, which I always remember as being the first game that I ever finished and loving.
Mm-hmm.
I now hate it. Uh, I played Myst, which I always remember as being my favorite game in college. I now hate
Mm-hmm.
it. And I have
Why
now done
is
this.
that?
And I have now done this, which has forever tarnished my memory of Choose Your Own Adventure books because they were real shit, weren't they?
Well, I think if you play them like a rational person, yeah, they can be a bit shit.
I mean,
if
once you've done 35 years of role playing, you understand that like here are keys that you have to find that you have absolutely like no clue where they are and you only stumble upon them by sheer luck, but you lose the game if you don't have them at the end.
mm-hmm.
That is like if I ran a game like that, I would never get another player ever again.
Yeah, some of the books weren't that great. I must admit, some of them weren't great, but other ones were a lot of fun. Oh, that's a very good point. Thank you, Legatus. I will actually raid over to Yarny shortly. Let me just get that out the chat there. But yeah, I'm really sorry that you've waited so long to come back, only to end so anticlimactically.
Yeah, next time I'm just not spending anything and I'm just going to let the dragon kill me.
But yes, so we're going to say goodbye to you shortly, and before we go, of course, we're going to say goodbye to the chat as well. But before we do all those things and stuff, I would really love it if you would shill your wares.
Oh, I don't have a clue what to show. Slice and Dice is on Mondays. I think that's pretty much the only thing I'm doing for the next several weeks until like next month, basically. So
No goats notes.
well, the Goat's Notes are automatic on Wednesday, but they don't seem to be doing very well, so I think I may do away with those after this month.
I don't know. I like them. It's good information. If you haven't seen Goat's Notes, go and check out her channel.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they would be useful for people, but I actually have gotten like less views on them every single time I put one up, so
It's just the algorithm, though. You win some, you lose some. YouTube's totally crap for that sort of thing at the moment.
yeah, but they're
I
really
don't know what's going on with
they're
them.
really pushing shorts, and when your shorts can't hit 100 in a day, that's pretty terrible. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they have literally gotten lower. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my sixth one got like 1,500 views, and I've broken 300 once since. So, but yeah, I'm only at like 68 on this one, so this one's gonna be like half what the last one was. So. But yeah, I think if they don't pick up by the end of January, I'm probably gonna, because I keep asking people for suggestions on what they would like me to do Goat's Notes on, and I'm not getting any. So I only have so many ideas.
I see.
So
Well, if you are interested in checking those out, all of Goat's links are in the description below. Check her out on Twitter, on YouTube. You are on Rumble?
no,
that correct?
Rumble refuses to work for me. So
Oh, right.
I put in a customer service thing like a month ago, and I got back a note saying we're looking into it. That was all spelled wrong, and then and I have heard absolutely nothing since. So
Was it we with double E and then it was like R? just the letter R? We are looking LUCKING.
It was sent December 9th. Thanks for reaching out to us. We're checking our studio developers to see if they see errors in int space he logs.
Okay.
So like,
Well, there you go. That's what you get when you outsource your work. Anyway,
yeah.
Goat, let's not leave it 7 months again before you come on the show. You'll have to come back way before then. I actually want Atom to come back on because he's got an adventure of his own to finish off.
I theoretically am supposed to have a game stream tomorrow, but the last two of those have gone like shit too. So I may also end up just doing away with those.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. So you do run some game streams. So if you haven't seen any of Goat's game streams, she's got the videos on demand on her channel. Go and check those out. And as she said, you may very well see one tomorrow before she knocks it on the head.
It's usually like 10 to noon-ish.
Awesome.
3 or 4 days a week. But yeah, like I said, the last two have just been... I was like, oh, I always really love these games, and they were really terrible. my childhood memories destroyed.
Yeah, I did. Is it missed the point and click one?
Myst is the one where you just end up on an island and there's like no explanation why you're there, and you just have to kind of muddle your way through.
Yeah, but it's like pre-rendered graphics, isn't it? It's just like you point and click, and then it takes you to the next area, that sort of thing.
I mean, I think
is that right?
I think most 90s games were like that. So yeah.
Well, all I can say is, Goat, let's not leave it so long until the next time you come on. Thank you so much for being a guest adventurer today again and finishing off your quest. But for now, unfortunately, your game is over. Your quest is done. And we will have to say goodbye to you.
We'll let you clean the blood out of your ears.
Yeah, my headphones are sloshing about a bit.
Thank you for the invite. Have a good night.
And you, Goat. Take care. Bye-bye. And of course, I am Jack Tarlad. You can catch me on all of my socials at Jack Tarlad. On Monday nights, it's Chat Battle. We were starting the first week of January 2026 for Chat Battle January. Tuesday night, it's Jack and Abe. Come and check us out there. Wednesday night, it's the Humday Chinwag on Tomby's channel. And then next week, it's back here for Read and Roll. Thank you to all of our wonderful donators and to all of you lovely people in the chat. Until the next time we see you, have a great night and take care. We'll absolutely see you soon. Good night.